I mean, it depends on where you're going for your crack, but... So we can scale these rooms in. I can press F5 and I go into the room. So I've got this immediate, let's go play the level that I've just dragged out. Press escape and I'm back in the editor, so that's cool. And if I type in demo into the debug console, we have this demo level. So there is a small change to this level here that we did not have at the end of last stream. Effectively, I didn't want to call the work I had done complete until I could go into this level again and still get these props. And what we did on the last stream is get the level loading from the editor and then use a console command to get this loading, but it didn't have the props in it because we just didn't handle that. So I put a little bit of time in to get the props working. So here we are. We can now load the demo level. We've got the props in here. Can press escape and we're back in here. Type demo again. And we're back in here again. So this is all working beautifully. So that's where we've now got to. Do the changes save when I close the editor? At the moment, there's no persistence. Like, we're going to have the levels saved out to a file so that we can actually, you know, we can actually do stuff where we don't just, like, have a Windows update destroy everything, you know. All using standard libs. This is with the Jai language, and yes, this is all using Jai standard libs and code that we wrote ourselves. So within the language, they do have direct 11 like header files, you could say. So we're using those, direct 3D 11 header files. We're using those, but we have our own little graphics library thing underneath it or above it. So today I want to get on. Oh no, I did fix something else as well. So just on that last point, we've got this level data thing. Yesterday we had a level. We had this level struct with a bunch of stuff in it. I've turned that into this thing. I'm calling it level data, and I've done that because I've now got a room data, prop data. So I've got this sort of parallel data structures here, which I'm using to be like, this is data that is used to initialize a level, but it's not the runtime state of any of this stuff. So like crates and barrels, for example, they have a health. You shoot them 5 times and they explode, but the health is nowhere to be seen on here because it's not relevant. So it may be that like we want to be able to indicate that some things have a health of 1, so maybe it does move into here, or maybe it stays only in the runtime stuff. Who knows? But we've now got the ability to move things in and out of here as we go. So that's what this thing is about. That's why we have this level data. And the one other thing I cleaned up is when we deinitialize the gameplay stuff, we actually reset everything. So that's useful because now if I come into the demo scene and explode something, we have an explosion going off right now, but if I come back in, it's not there anymore. So that's now fixed, and it's fixed by doing all of this. So we're good. That's the state that we are in, and today I want to have the ability to come in here and like select something on the side of a room and then add a new room over there, and then select something on the side of that room and add a new room. So I want to have more than just a single room here. That's today's goal. And right now I'm probably not going to do much in the way of changing the height of these things, these rooms. And the only reason why I don't want to play with the height is because there's some shit I got to deal with within this file here, this room file. So where at runtime we generate all the vertices for the room, this is just like, there's a lot going on in here, and this would all have to change big time if the floor heights are no longer integers. And they're not going to be integers anymore, but I don't want to deal with that problem yet. So I'm just going to put my fingers in the ears and completely ignore that. And I'm just going to treat all of these rooms that we're playing around with as things that I can change the size of in the X and Z dimensions, but they're all going to be like 1 floor high, I guess, for the time being. So that's where we are at. So here's the editor stuff, and I think I put in yesterday, yeah, we have this current input mode thing, and we're saying the current input mode is resize room. So today I want to be having this add room thing so that we can start adding rooms. And I might just assign these at the moment to like the number keys. So if I press 1, I get this, and if I press 4, I don't know if I like this this order. So maybe I'll just use 1 and 2 for now, where that thing's 1 and that thing's 2. But we'll get that working. We'll use the debug text to print out what mode we're currently in, because the debug text isn't telling us anything useful at the moment at all. Okay, so we can see the current input mode up there. I'm going to lose the string actually. We're just going to print the thing. And I'm going to make the keys change that. So we've got this key down thing here. This is dealing with WASD and going up and down with the Q and E.